Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to Enlightened World Network's Meditation a Day. I'm Terry Angel, your host for today, and I have with me our amazing meditator, Jane Mountrose. Jane, it's so
Hi.
good to see you today.
Oh, thanks, Terry. It's wonderful to see you too. It's been a while. We were just talking about it, so I'm so
Yeah, we're
happy about
just,
that.
just catching up a bit before we went on the air.
Right,
Jane, I'm excited to listen to your meditation. I need a meditation today. I haven't done
right.
one yet, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
very delighted to be listening in. And I'm going
Oh,
to
good.
go behind the scenes and just let you have it here.
Okay. Well, I guess I always start by talking about how much chaos there is in the world, which there is. That doesn't seem to be getting any slighter. So I wanted to present a meditation for opening to magic and miracles. I thought that would be something that would lift our spirits a bit today. And I'm going to just start right in the usual way. I have a certain way that I begin, which also is, by the way, a very wonderful, just quick little tune up you can start with, which I do because it helps you to just get in your body in the moment and raise your vibration a bit and feel much more stable and I think peaceful. So we'll start there. So the place to start, first of all, is by closing your eyes if you're in a place where it's safe to do so and you feel that that's the right thing for you. And just start to breathe in love and light. It occurred to me at one point that we all deserve to have the most amazing light that we breathe in always. So just imagining the most amazing could be love, could be just light, could be happiness, just breathing in the right energy for you in this moment. And then as you exhale, releasing anything that feels dense or heavy or discordant. So as you're breathing in more love and light. As you exhale, you're releasing anything that feels heavy. And I can already feel my body settling. Just enjoying the spaciousness of the breath. And as you continue to breathe, ask any energy that is not your own, that is in your space, which includes your body and that ball of light around you. Ask any energy that is not your own to go back where it came from with love. And that would be anything. We pick up energy from other people, other places, other times. And it can actually confuse us. We might think it's our own energy, and it's not. All the mass consciousness thought forms. Just ask it all to go away from you, from your space. You deserve to have your space for your own energy. And similarly, we leave bits of ourselves in other places and other times and with other people. So ask any energy that you can bring back to you, which means you have more of your own energy in your body. Ask all that energy to come back to you in this moment. And then also asking any thoughts that you have that you don't need now, knowing that they can come back later and chatter away if they want, if you want. Just ask any of those thoughts to also just drift off. Allow them to drift off. I sometimes imagine them in little bubbles, like cartoon bubbles, just clearing your mind or clearing the body, creating that space so we can just be here in our bodies in the moment. And I would say probably most favorably in the eternal now. So just being here now. And notice if you feel any different now than you did when we started. And then with this, the next step that I'd like to take is to lift us up to a place, a higher place where we can get a broader view of our realities and ourselves. So breathing in lighter energy, again, even lighter, and feeling that light energy all through your body and all around you. And then noticing you feel light enough that you can start to drift up. We're going to a mystical mountaintop that's way high up. So we're rising up, and this mystical mountaintop is so high up that it's above the mass consciousness thought forms. It's above the influence that wants to drag us down and hold us down. It's a beautiful, glorious place where the sky above you, it's this huge sky above you, and the earth all around you, a 360-degree view from this mountaintop of the magnificence of the planet all around, seeing for miles and miles in every direction. And just feeling the glory of what it is to be here. And in this place, you can maybe imagine there's a place where you can settle if you want to imagine yourself sitting, or also just standing like you've conquered the mountaintop. Whatever feels right for you in this moment. And from here, we also sense those beings of light as we raise our vibration. We rise up into a frequency where we're closer to the angels and the masters and the guides who surround us always. And maybe we're just not aware. Now we can start to become aware, and you might sense them around you. All of this support. And I want to particularly, I'm going to invite in a couple of the archangels to support us as we open in this space, in this lofty space, to magic and miracles. The first one that I want to invite is Archangel Metatron, a beautiful, magnificent archangel. He's considered by many to be the archangel who is closest to God. Just invite him to bless us with his light. You might sense a cascade of light around you. Some people feel more, some people sense more with auditory. Maybe you hear something. Whatever, just notice what you notice as we invite him to surround us with his light, which is often considered to be a luminous golden white light, a sparkling light. It's a brilliant light. And of course, our bodies love love, and they love light. So just imagine that light now cascading over you, and if you want, it can go all through your body. Just adding light to all of the cells. Could call it an activation of light for every cell in your body, and with every atom in every cell of your body. And of course, in filling also this space around you, this energy field that is around you. And it's loving. It's the angelic energy is, as Terry knows, when we know, it's so breathtakingly beautiful, so pure, so supportive. And that's what Metatron is offering us now as we open to a more miraculous and miracle-ridden life. And if you invite it into the atoms, the reason I mention the atoms is because ultimately what we want is to increase the flow of light through all of the atoms in our body. Actually, there was more, apparently more space than there is something solid within us. So just imagine that, a breeze of light flowing through you, through all the atoms. And what that does is it allows the electrons to spin faster. And that raises your frequency. So just inviting that light to be there. And Metatron also is one of the angels who is here to guide us into this new age. So you might sense that he wants to connect with you more, that he wants to support you. He might have a message for you. And with him with us, just keeping Metatron with us, I also want to invite in Archangel Raziel, because Raziel is known as the magician of the archangels by many. And he's often experienced as a rainbow of light. So to this glorious golden white luminous light, we can add rainbows of color. And the way I like to think about it is that every cell, every part of me can accept the color or colors that are most beneficial to it now. So we might have our minds accepting certain colors and our hearts accepting other colors. All of the cells can decide what they want. Just as they receive nutrients physically from the body, they can receive light, the light that they need to shine most brightly. And with that, Raziel also is blessing us with that vibration of magic. And of course, magic and miracles go together. So we can open to that for ourselves, that we can have a life where there is more magic and miracles, not just now, not just while we're here together now, but always in our lives, we can have more magic and miracles. And it's really a factor or a function of what we're vibrating. So if we vibrate this frequency of magic and miracles and open to synchronicity, what might happen? What might we notice? What could enter into our lives that hasn't entered up until now? Raziel, he's also one of the most joyful of the archangels. So if you're feeling a little down, and all they need from us is a pure intention, a pure heart to open to the blessings that they offer us, and a willingness to have faith and to believe in them. And he can bless you with joy anytime if you're feeling down. Just asking, just by breathing, maybe starting with some of the breathing we started with today. And just asking him to bless you with joy. Could be joy and magic even. And I sometimes imagine little sparkles of different colors from Raziel, and those are all of those sparkles go into the cells. And even just saying that, I can feel, I start to feel kind of a vibrating energy in my body. Another thing that we can allow or offer ourselves is to expand. Just allow your energy field to expand in this space. We're high up above anything that might threaten us. We're opening to angels, angelic energy, and more importantly, we're opening to who we are in our hearts. We're creators because the creator resides in us, in our hearts. You might want to even put your hand there and just feel that energy, that wisdom, the love, the power. There's a threefold flame in the heart. And those are the three aspects: love, wisdom, and power. Knowing that you have that within you, you have that creator within you. And even if you don't think you're a particularly creative person, you actually are. You just haven't figured it out yet. We're all creative in our own unique ways. And your heart knows where that creativity wants to go in you. So just feeling those blessings and all of the other angels and guides who are around us. And in this space, now focusing on the sky above, and now imagining it's like an evening view. So you see all of the stars and the planets, and there's just complete spaciousness. So we're in this complete place of spaciousness, which we call the field of pure potential. And it is a place where anything is possible, where nothing has settled into a solid form. And this is really the nature of magic and miracles. That we are surrounded by a field of pure potential. It's just that we, with our beliefs and thoughts and limiting perspectives on who we are, we miss the opportunity we have to be more, maybe in that way, to open to that field. So there are a couple thoughts that I had that you might want to focus on now in that field, imagining you're in this field of pure potential. Anything is possible. Nothing is solid. Everything is just ready for you to accept as a magic and miracle, as magic and miraculous. Also, where there are no agendas, because we're opening to the divine to offer us blessings. And just noting the things that might prevent you from being able to be in this space. One is our fears. We have often so many fears. And you could just maybe focus on that fear and ask yourself, opening to the field of pure potential, what else might be possible for me here other than fear? That you could bring with you and hold in your vibration always. And you might notice something. I'm noticing a lightness. And the message I'm getting for myself, and you will have your own, the message I'm getting is connectedness with the divine, rather than feeling like I'm in a place of fear and separation. I can be in connection with the divine, which this is also. This is the divine energy. Another question is, you might doubt that something like this could have any impact for you, just opening to this pure potential. So bringing those doubts to mind and asking yourself from that perspective of the field, what else might be possible in this environment? And notice what you notice, if you notice anything different happening in your energy. This is just a vibrational experience. It is, it's a transmutation of lower vibrational energies, helping us to open to having more magic and miracles in our lives. And you might sense a message there or a feeling. What I sense is, without the doubts, without these preconceived limitations that we lay on ourselves, anything is possible. And it's a gradual process of opening. Trusting and believing and opening. And allowing those illusions of limitation to just drift off and slip away from us. And then seeing yourself for the magnificent being you are in this space. All of us are magnificent spiritual beings. we forget. And that's what it's been. That's the experience that we've had on earth. It's part of, that's why we came. We came to forget. We also came to remember. And it's one person at a time. And nobody can do it for you except you. And it is a blessing. So with that, I think just now ask yourself, well, what can I take back from this so that I can be in this space more often? So I can maybe have a more miraculous and magical kind of a reality every day. I'm seeing a sparkler in my hand. And it's funny. It might sound funny, but now all I have to do is anytime during the day, I can imagine myself standing with this sparkler in my hand and return to this same vibration. It's called anchoring. We can anchor states. It might be a color. It might be a word. Might be blessings. Might be joy. It might be the remembrance of the rainbows of light. So just know what that is for you now as we prepare to return back down where we started. And by saying we're going back down where we started, that doesn't mean that you have to lower your vibration at all. So we're bringing with us whatever we can from this process. Thanking Archangel Metatron and Archangel Raziel and all of the angelic and beautiful masters and guides around us. The energy of the divine. And now just imagine yourself returning. And I think rather than saying going down, just returning to your seat where you started. Bring your awareness back to where your body actually is now. And with your feet on the floor, grounding yourself to Mother Earth and thanking her, sending her love. It's a wonderful way to ground yourself. Sending love to Mother Earth and feeling that connection that you have through your feet. And whenever I do that, I feel a lot of love coming back from her too. And then with your breathing, just intend with your breathing to return to your normal waking state. So it's a shift in brain waves that brings us back to feeling alert in the world and being able to get about in the world. So taking those breaths, and if you feel like stretching or whatever, and whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Oh, Jane, that was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I just want to thank you for that meditation. You brought in two of my, I don't like using the word favorite,
I
but
know, they're all favorites.
angels that are very special to me. And when you brought in Metatron, he's such a huge energy. I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely fills up the whole room. And I love connecting with him because I feel like I'm wiser when he's in the room, if that makes sense. It's like he brings out that in us.
Yeah.
that we can
Yeah. Well, they bless
understand
us with their
things.
light, whatever it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Raziel, I connect with Raziel all the time because I use laughter and I use laughter.
Right. Yeah.
It does raise the vibration. So when you brought in Raziel, I immediately started rising up in my frequency.
Right.
I love
And I
that.
love the rainbows of light.
Mhm. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
And
much
he's
fun.
so funny. He'll appear to us in whatever form is going to make us laugh. I know he's come to Ruth before in a top hat and cane, dancing around, and he just always has that energy of lightening up.
Yeah,
So I
right.
love it. The angels say to us, you know, you all take this so seriously, just lighten up.
Right, right.
But that was
Right.
just beautiful, and I really appreciate you bringing
Oh,
that
oh,
meditation to
thank
us
you.
today,
Thank you. I
and then coming
enjoyed it.
back down to earth, grounding in earth's
Yes,
energy.
that's
That
important
was
too.
beautiful.
And
It was,
also it's another blessing, that connection that we have with Mother Earth.
yes, absolutely. So I enjoyed it. I'm hoping that everyone that hears this, whether now or on the replay, will really benefit from taking that journey with Jane today. So, Jane, please share with people how they can connect with you, and if you've got anything special going on, we'd love to hear about that.
Okay, thank you. We have a fairly extensive website, and it's at gettingthrough.org, which is gettingthru.org. And the page I would recommend going to is gettingthrough.org/spiritual. And we have some free things that we offer for people to get to know us better. We actually, my husband Philip and I, we are directors of a nonprofit organization that's devoted to creating a more loving world. This world that I think so many of us envision, which is, in my view, where we're going. we're heading that way, and we all have the opportunity to cooperate with that, and receive more for ourselves personally, and then also be lights for the world. I think that just by being in that higher vibrational place, we're vibrating that energy out. So that benefits everyone. So gettingthrough.org/spiritual, that's one. We also have a number of courses and programs. We have one that's a spiritual guide program. It's a year-long program, and 3 courses, and we have one that is just starting this next week. It's on the Akashic records, which is really, if you want a boost, it takes you to places you'd never imagine. Anyhow, I have a tiny URL for this one because the regular URL is long. It is gettingthrough.org/spiritual, and then /spiritual-guide-program, or tinyurl.com/spirit-program. That's faster. And it's a lot of fun, and at the same time, it has tremendous depth going into the Akashic records. And if you want to understand more what that means, that you're a magnificent spiritual being, the Akashic records is a great place to go, because you can ask and you can find out about your soul's history. You can also find about the Akashic records are like a living library. So they're shifting as we change, they change. So you can write new records. Well, for instance, what we just did, you could write that as a record into the Akashic records. And it is, if we're doing it and holding it, we're doing that anyhow. But if you go in and intentionally write that into the records, you can see more about what that does to your whole timeline, and what that does to your potential in the future. As an example, there are a lot of things you can do in the Akashic records. So anyhow, those are a couple things that are possible.
Awesome. Well, I highly recommend for anyone to find out more about Akashic records, and just it's enlightening to do so. And I think you'll find a lot of information there that will answer a lot of questions.
Yeah, you can get answers. Yeah, I got answers to questions. Like, I always felt the connection with Jesus when I was little. Like, I thought, well, if I want to know what's right, I can just ask Jesus and he'll tell me. And I was not raised actually as a in a religious family. It just was something that was innate in me. And going into the records, I realized that I was there during the life of Jesus. So you can learn those things about yourself. Maybe things like, why am I, whatever? Why is it that I'm drawn to this or that? Or also, why is it I'm terrified of something? You might find out what that is too and release that so you can vibrate more love. So there are
There's
just so many things.
lot of
Yeah.
benefits
Yeah.
to exploring that. And
Yeah.
Jane, thank you for offering that. And I know the people that are supposed to gravitate and do that course with you will be there.
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah.
always put out my intentions.
Right.
Whoever's supposed to be there will be there. They'll show
Right.
up.
Yeah.
So again, thank you so much for being with us. Blessings to you and to everyone out there. Thank you for tuning in today. Every day, Enlightened World Network brings a new meditation. So tune in and join us. There is a show guide every morning that's posted, and it'll tell you the time of the meditation that will take place. So we hope that you'll join us for more meditations. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank
Stay
you,
in your
Terry.
heart. Thank you so much, Jane. Many blessings to you.
You too.
And now let's see if I can get this to